playing this song, which has in between, during the last few years, become the property of many, many hundreds of children in London, because my wife taught it to them and I taught it in a children's class, which I have. It is the favorite for hundreds of children. I would never have thought, when I walked in 1929 through a wood where the mushrooms grew in order to get some for the pot, that half an hour later I would meet a lady who was called Engel Lund and who became actually decisive for my whole life.
Það var í Hamborg 1929 og ég átti að syngja eitthvað staðar svona til þess að verða þekkt dálítið, eitthvað staðar, bara eitthvað staðar og svo kom undirleikarinn ekki.
She was supposed to sing for friends and the pianist hadn't appeared because she was ill, and the lady of the house knew that I was living there and that I played the piano, so she asked me to come over.
Svo segir konan sem átti húsið, þar sem ég átti að syngja, svo segir hún, við skulum ná í Dr. Rauter, hann spila vel undir, og þú náði í hann.
And there I met Gaga and Esther Greator, her great friend. There was coffee and cake. She had eaten most of it, which was very nice for me. But then she started showing me her songs.
Og svo fór ég að syngja og honum fannst nú það ekki neitt sérstakt. Því ég hef aldrei haft voðalega spennandi rödd, en hún hefur verið þannig, hún gat tekið alla liti af því hún var ekki voðalega spennandi sjálf.
She came with Ravel's Jewish songs, and I had never heard them.
Og svo endaði ég með því að syngja eitt stórt gyðingalög og þá var hann svo lag, þá var hann svo hrifinn.
And when she stood there and sang, something happened which was quite new to me. She transformed herself, she became a rabbi, and I heard God's voice through her. It was so strong and so immense that I said to her, I think we shall stay together all our life.
Og það var einlega grundvöllurinn sem við höfðum til þess að byrja að vinna saman. Svo hefum við unnið saman alveg síðan upp að 1960. Stanslaust.
In the beginning it was not very easy to get known. Folk songs were not considered to be great art, because most of the folk song singers appeared in sandals and long hair and so on, and only for a very special kind of audience. Great people like Furtwängler, Toscanini, Professor Meyer Benfey, and others were struck by her. And when we had the first concerts in Hamburg, the very unusual crowd which gathered round her were university professors, greengrocers, little working people, and great conductors. She united everybody in and through her art.
Talking of promoting international understanding through these wonderful songs, I think there were about 21 languages that Gaga sang in. I remember a story from Prague where they gave a concert, and I was told that after the concert, Masaryk, who befriended them, said to them, "Thank you. You have done more for international understanding with your concert than the League of Nations has been able to do."
The result was that her reputation grew, and after a rather short time, we became known all over Germany. Then came the first tour to England, France, Switzerland, Well, the whole of Europe, actually. And in Hamburg, where we had started, the demand was so great that in 1 week we had 10 concerts.
Anybody who knows Gaga will know that she looks extremely like the Holbein portrait of Queen Christina, or is it Princess Christina? She wore a dark dress, rather long, and she had very, very beautiful little hands. And there she would stand, looking very regal indeed.
Og ég átti að syngja og ég söng og ég hafði voðalega fallegan kjól sem var saumaður af konu sem hafði vann hjá Genie sem var fínasta móðuhús þá í París. Og ég var ansi glæsileg svona, in a modest way. Og þar var einhver ungur Dani og hann var fallegur og svoleiðis, ég sagði að hann var svo með palmulagið. Og svo bjó hann til þessa einu auglýsing, það eina auglýsingin hans. Og hún var voða fræg á sínum tímabili, af því hún var talin svo góð.
With each song, she became the person of the song. She changed from a very young girl to an old woman. She changed from a very fierce woodman to a young mother with a child. It was done with very, very, very little gesture, if any. It was something in the transformation of her body, a real actress, using her voice to its full extent, using perhaps a slight movement of the shoulders, a different angle of the head. One was not conscious of what she was doing, only of what she achieved.
The uncanny, chameleon-like way that she could change from one nationality to another. I mean, that was really her trademark, and it was something I've never seen or heard with anybody else. I shouldn't think it ever did happen before or since.
Her concerts were extremely lively, extremely varied.
Well, unique, because there was nobody else doing anything like it. Or if they were, I certainly didn't hear them, and I certainly wouldn't think anybody could approach what she managed to do.
Completely a perfectionist. Nothing went into her concert programs to make their public appearance before she was thoroughly satisfied, not only with the song itself, her part of it, but the combination between her and Rauter, her accompanist, her pianist, who had also done the sitting for the song, and he again, in connection with those sittings and so on, was a perfectionist.
It was one of those collaborations that you felt that there was just total telepathy between the two of them, that nobody ever needed to even talk. It just happened. And I've rarely found such a feeling that although there were two people on a platform, it was actually one person doing the performance.
She told us about the songs and gave us, with the song itself, a kind of flavour of the period, of the nationality. It was a marvellous experience and very much helped by these little prologues she had worked out so elegantly.
The way how Gaga sang was entirely new. And she sang it in such a way that one can say she digested the nature of the folk songs and reproduced them as art, so that they came out again like nature.
She allows the song to sing itself through her. She lived with the songs a long time before they actually came to the point where she felt that they were ready to make their appearance or to be included in the concert program.